for some action. Better question, is anyone ever not ready for action? I didn't think so. We see it throughout college football every year, and we're lucky to have it again here. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Finley. Caught behind the line. It's Gant. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
On the move. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down, UMass. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking for space. It's good. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot.
There he goes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. UMass will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. To the air, it's Jordan. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mason. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. That's caught. It's Walker. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Zips with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Finley. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Akron. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Takes the handoff. It's good. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Jordan. Under fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
To the ground with the back. He's in open space downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The Minutemen were penned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. To the air, it's Jordan. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. He'll sneak and try to surge forward.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense didn't even glance to the sideline. Sneaks into the end zone.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulled and finds his man on the left. 2nd down coming up. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Zips come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Makes the catch. It's Gant. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Takes the handoff. It's good. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Minutemen needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The sure hands, it's Harding. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The lone back's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see.
Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Fenley using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Walker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Zips will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. UMass will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it behind the line. It's Gant. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 95 on to punt it away.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give to the single back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harding. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
By the receiver.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Tackle on the play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's Finley. Quickly to the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got a man, it's Williams. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And they can't make the play on third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Back to throw, it's Finley. Got his man quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the goal line. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The give as they work on that clock. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. UMass will line up to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Makes the catch. It's Walker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Finley. Got him downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Newell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle. It's Adams.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Bring in the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. And the Zips need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.